name is Terrence. Dude, you're watching The Fro. The Fro.
You know, some people might be pissed off against parks here because...
Jared Poland, FroKnowsPhoto.com, Mr. Gizzy O'Toole.
How you doing?
That's right. That's the Gizmeister. If I had a Gizmo toy, I would show it to him from the movie. So, what Gizzy's here to do is figure out what zoom lens he's going to use for shooting portraits, outdoor sports, and also indoor sports. We started off looking at the Nikon 70-300, which is a what, a 3.5? No, it's a 4 to 5.6. It's an AFS, so it's going to work on his D3000. But at 5.6, you're losing a ton of light, meaning you're not letting in enough light when you're indoors to get a fast enough shutter speed to capture a great image. So, I then pulled out this 70-200 2.8 APO EX-DG macro from Sigma. Now, I don't own a Sigma lens, but when you're first getting started, to get into a 2.8 lens, this is a very good way to start at $800, $799.99. Not a bad thing. So we're going to run through this lens. Well, it's not a bad thing for me. Maybe for Gizzy over here, his girlfriend, fiance, maybe she'll get angry. But I know how to make her happy. You know how to make her happy?
I know how to make her happy. That's by getting Jared in a cat suit.
Yeah, I was told I have to wear a cat suit. I'll wear a cat suit anytime. Bring it in, and we'll film it. So why did I recommend this lens? One, because the phone's ringing, and I'm not answering it. One reason, it's a 2.8. So what you're doing when you have a 5.6, a variable aperture, that means at 70, it's going to be at f4, and at 5.6, it's going to be at 300. So you're losing light the more you zoom. With a fixed aperture lens, you are not losing light. At 70, you're at 2.8, and at 200, you're at 2.8. So we're going to throw this onto the D3000. Come on, go onto the D3000. Wait, oh, there it is. I have this thing backwards, so I wasn't lining it up straight. Now, when you're holding this camera, a lens like this on this camera, you don't really want to leave it like this too long. You don't want to hang it around your neck, things like that. And because there's weight, you don't want to pull away. But it has a lens collar in case you want to use it on a tripod or a monopod. I would never use this when you're shooting because you want to go through the range. Basically, it would get in your way. So, 70-200 2.8. This has a macro feature which is pretty damn awesome. When you're zoomed out to 200, Gizzy was doing a sample shot outside where he was able to focus in on a lock. He was about a foot away. Now that's pretty amazing to still be able to close focus like that. So what did you think about this when you were focusing outside?
I really liked it. You know, it pretty much blew out the entire background when I took a nice headshot portrait of you. It gave great separation, and also, you know, I didn't know it was a macro either until you happened to see it on the side. I turned around right where I was standing, took a picture of a lock, and it came out amazing. I was really surprised.
Yeah, when we say separate from the background and get good, you know, blowing out the background, that's your bokeh. That's the out of focus area, and that's going to help separate the subject from the background, making your images more dynamic. That's not something you want to do in Photoshop, which a lot of people do these days. That's cheating. I don't like cheating too much, that's why we don't really crop. We're going to put those samples up, I'm sure. You have those.
I have.
We'll put them up just so you can see those two quick snapshots that he did. Terrence, how are we doing on time?
4 minutes.
I'm at 4 minutes?
Yes, sir.
I'm at 4 minutes. So I'm going to wrap up this segment. I think we'll get into a part 2, a little more discussion on why this lens is perfect for Gizzy, and we'll figure out what he's going to do. So that's it. That's the 70-200 Sigma versus the Nikon. We'll get some more information shortly.